If you're finding this video right now, it's probably because you need to hear this. And I want you to take a deep breath and lean in and get ready for what's really going to change this thing, because you've probably been recently discarded or abandoned or betrayed by someone that you thought would be in your life forever. And I know the shock and horror that that exerts on your nervous system, on your belief systems, on your poor little heart, and it feels awful. And maybe you're hoping that someone on here is going to tell you that they're your twin flame and you're meant to be together and this is supposed to happen. They're just afraid and you're going to go apart and come back together. And I want to be the one to pull you out of that and go, babe, no one offline or online can predict your future. No one can tell you what's going on for them or for you, because you create it. We create our whole lives. We create our relationships. Everything we experience, we are creating from our mind, from our belief systems, from our unconscious expectations. And when things don't work out and we're in this state of shock from something that has gone wrong, that really shouldn't have gone wrong, the first thing we need to do is not look for someone to tell us that this is part of it and they're going to come back to us, because you don't want that person who is capable of doing that to your nervous system to come back. They are not your person if they are willing to drop so far into their own fear to hurt you in such a way. And the energy of the emotion that you are feeling right now, whether it is sadness or hurt or guilt or grief or desperate anger and rage, whatever you are feeling because of this experience, that is emotion, that is energy. And what can energy do? It cannot be destroyed. It cannot be gotten rid of. You can't remove negative energy and emotion. You can only change it and transform it. And that is why this has happened. Not for you to go and try and find some tarot card reader to tell you it's all going to be okay. Not for you to constantly ruminate and go over and over it in your mind and re-traumatize yourself more and more. Not for you to send them long messages about why are we together and what's wrong and how can I help and how can I please you. That it's happened so that you can use that awful energy that you might be feeling right now and use and transform and change that energy into the momentum and the push that creates the life you're really here for. Because I can promise you that's not it. I can promise you the right people for you in your life and your dreams and your goals are not going to abandon you, betray you, or discard you and leave you in a state of absolute shock in your nervous system. Those are not your people. I'm going to say it again. Those are not your people. And yes, you might have had a great moment with them. You might have beautiful memories with them. You might have thought they were your forever and you were going to spend your whole life with them. And who knows, maybe at some stage down the line, they'll come back around. But I can promise you right now, if you do this, if you use this energy and emotion that feels so awful and you transform it and you channel it into becoming the person who has the life that you really deserve and desire, you'll probably look at them and be like, really? You'll be looking at them with your new hubby, with your kids running around, or your beautiful home, or your thriving business, and you're going to be like, really? No. Or they're going to rise the F to your level and you'll meet in wholeness instead of meeting in this complete disarray of, let's be honest, nothingness. Because it is nothingness if someone treats you in that way, if someone is willing to pull you in and love you up and then completely discard you like you were nothing. That is not your person. They are not the people that are going to be in the life that you have dreamed of and that you deserve. And so the first order of business that you are going to use this energy for is to support your nervous system, to help yourself come back down to earth and ground and teach her that she's safe. Because when you are in this state of shock after being discarded or betrayed, when your whole world has just been blown up, or maybe it happened a while ago, but it still feels like it happened yesterday, my darling, you cannot think straight, you cannot trust your intuition, and you definitely cannot trust people giving you advice and telling you all these amazing things that are going to happen because you're not grounded, you're not clear. And so turn me off, and I want you to sit and use the energy of the negative emotion, because it is a powerful energy that is here to serve you. And I want you to ask, how can I support my physical health today? How can I support my mind to calm down today? How can I change the story that I am telling and ruminating on and going over, and just change the channel and change my state? How can I get around people who are going to help me do that and not help me stay in the negative story, not help me stay in the victim mentality, not help me stay in the pain of it all, but they're going to help me shift into a new energy? How can I organize my finances and organize my work and my schedules and my business more, so that I'm not having to stress and miss out on things and forget things and screw things up that then create more stress in my nervous system, which create more upset that does not need to be there? How can I have conversations with those around me and ask for help and ask for support and build the relationships and the love that I do have? All of these things are the pillars of the house that you're going to build on a rock instead of on the sand, which is funny since I'm doing this from a beach. Because the man who builds his house on the rock is the wise one. The man who builds his house on the sand is the fool. And when we are in the state of shock after an experience like that, your mind is just building little huts on sand that will never actually create the dream. It is time to use the energy of the negative emotion to build your new home on rock, to build the pillars of health, of mind, of finances, of business or work, and then relationships, and start creating the foundation of the life that the person who will actually step into that and make sense in that and love it and honor it and respect it and level up over and over again to stay with it, that's when they come in. That's when it's a no-brainer, and you, by virtue of stepping into that energy, that vibration, you will deflect anyone who is not willing to rise to that. You'll just be like, pew, 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 to anyone who is wasting your time or trying to screw you for your energy or would discard you or abandon you or betray you, because they cannot live and exist in that vibration. And that is where you're heading if you choose to now use this emotion to channel the energy into your foundations. So again, your foundations are your mind, the story you're telling about this and what you're choosing to focus on, your health and how freaking amazing your physical body can feel. Your nervous system gets to nourish and support and feel delicious again. Move towards that. Organize your finances, organize your schedules and your systems and your work, and have beautiful conversations with the love that is in your life and your relationships that you do have. Do that and everything's going to change for you, and you won't waste your time on the internet scrounging for some kind of thing to make sense of what just happened, when what just happened so that you could use it to create the life that you actually want. You've got this, and if you need help with this, you know where to find me. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.